Blessings.
Diablo.
Hello.
Oh, so refreshing. It's only 5%. It's fine.
A little bit of an aftertaste, but not bad.
Tastes like bad decisions coming up. For me, anyway. Anyway.
For my pancreas with all this sugar. Yes.
Hi, guys. Welcome back to the What Can Go Wrong podcast. My name is Julie Jules. We got that loud Mexican bitch. And to my right, I have...
Once again, Pastor Pierre,
Don't
living
start.
clean as a whistle.
It's been since last episode.
1 Peter 5:8.
Oh, my God. Here we go.
You ready? You
Yeah,
listening?
go for
You
it.
got your
I'm
fucking listening ears on?
I got
Are
him
you
on.
the first Peter?
Sweetie, I know you haven't been on for a while. You come back, but when Pastor Pierre's talking, the only thing you can say is amen.
For
All right.
those who believe,
You about
Hurry
to
up.
do.
Hurry
Jesus
up.
ain't my friend.
1 Peter 5:8. Be sober, be vigilant, because the adversary, the devil,
Why you got to point at me?
walks around as a roaring lion, looking to devour whom he may find.
Oh, my God.
The devil.
Well, rawr, motherfucker.
So if
rawr.
I drink, the devil's going to eat me?
Exactly.
Hey, maybe he might have some good skills.
Yeah. We'll see how that shit goes. A ver, Satan's, come on over.
Balls in your
Both of
court.
y'all.
All right. Well, hi, guys. Welcome back. So, as you guys can tell, we have our guest back because she's caused a bit of an uproar on Instagram. For those of you that don't know, this is
In the Latin community.
in the Latin. No, wait, she has to introduce herself.
My name is Jessica. You may know me by Beautiful J. And yes, apparently, I'm a very controversial person.
Yeah, so we had to bring her back. Why not? Why the hell not?
I have a lot of comments about your comments, and it's very sad.
But before we get to those comments, we're going to talk about a recent outing that we've gone on. Beautiful J wasn't invited. I don't know why, because she lives far.
She's boring.
You probably would have enjoyed it. But BJ, Pierre, and myself went out yesterday, and we went to an all Spanish comedy club or show. I don't know, whatever. We went to an all Spanish comedy show.
Which is surprising.
Yeah, because
the white girl knows more Spanish than these two.
Yeah, our Spanish isn't that great. We have to actually focus.
We get by.
Yeah, I mean, I could understand Spanish really, really well. But, you know, when I got to speak it, I got to throw some English in there. So
It's very confusing because you both were raised by a single mother that only speaks Spanish.
yeah, but we went to school and they taught us English.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
It
The
makes-
math ain't math in there.
So we went to this comedy show and we had the whole day it snowed. We had like 3-4 inches of snow, and
That's a lot, by the way.
It's nothing.
3-4 inches
It's a lot.
It's a lot all day.
Nothing.
'Cause
Yeah,
the-
of course, because all men are going to think 4 inches is big. Yep.
Ask
Of
around.
course, a man says 4 inches is a lot.
Amen, amen.
So we braved the weather. Pierre texts me and he's like, hey, are you still down to go to this comedy show? And I'm like, it's podcast content, bro. We gotta go. So we we brave the weather. We drive to this coffee shop on Colfax, for those of you that know Colfax. And Pierre is anxious as fuck. Anxious as fuck because the show started at 7:30 and we're barely parking at 7:30. He gets out of the car to go save our seats because he's so anxious about like getting there on time. Why?
And I told you called me at 6 o'clock. I said, hey, let's leave like 6:40. It starts at 7:30. We get there a little early. Your answer was, nah, we'll leave at 7.
Yeah. I was like, we'll make it there in 30 minutes. It'll be fine.
It's Mexican to show up late.
That was my thought too.
I've never seen a Mexican show up on time. Ever.
This one, I do.
Yeah, Pierre does. So
You're white and your girl is Mexican.
yeah, she's more Mexican than you are. She's more authentic. So anyway, we find parking. We finally find parking. We get to, it's a coffee shop. It's called Hooked on Colfax.
Which also is a problem because you're gentrifying the neighborhood. You're playing on people who live on
Yes.
Colfax, and you're hooked on Colfax.
Yeah.
And the barista was
Gentrification.
white as fuck. I was like,
Yeah, barista, their pronouns were not she, her. Her pronouns were they, them. It was that kind of a spot. So anyway, so we show up and the first question that I have is, because all of their menus are on the wall, and I'm like, where are your alcoholic beverages? At a coffee shop. I needed to know. Oh, well, hold on. I will admit, I had 3 drinks before we showed up. I had to pregame.
No.
Yes.
Just
I
in
know.
case there wasn't.
In case there wasn't alcoholic beverages at this spot. And I was just like, and then the lady, she pulls out a menu, like just a menu, and she hands it to me. She's like, these are the alcoholic beverages. I'm like, fuck, $10, $14 a drink. And I was like, God damn. And I was like, of course it's going to be expensive. So whatever, I order a drink. Pierre, what did you get?
Well, because, I'm still living clean. I go up and I say, baby girl, what NA beers do you got? She's like, huh? I said, fuck. Non-alcoholic beverages.
Yeah.
What do you have?
She said, they're all non-alcoholic. We got coffee, we got tea, we got English fog.
That's not a beer.
Of course, they didn't have anything. And I was like, well, fuck it. Give me a Mexican Coke then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which are $4.
I don't know how much was it?
It was 2 something. And she wanted a tip for that. She was like, the screen's going to ask you a little question. Just go ahead and do whatever you want.
No, bitch. You are not going to tip. No.
If I have to order standing up, I'm not going to tip you.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I gave
Unless
her
it's
the
really
change.
good.
I did give her the change. Like the coin change.
You're
I did.
too nice.
You walk around with a lot of change, though.
I just jingle
You
jangle.
jingle when you walk.
No, I paid in cash, and she gave me change. And I was like, bitch, I ain't carrying this shit. So then BJ places her order for her drink, and we're just waiting around, waiting for our drinks to be made. These bitches.
BJ, sorry to cut you off. And BJ, I love my queen, but she is white. And she has to do white girl shit. She goes up to the front. She's like, oh my God, let me start off by saying, first, the coffee shop, I love the decor. I love the stuff you have over here. Now, I'm not really too familiar with your guys' drinks. What do you really enjoy making? What brings you pleasure? Tell me a little bit about the drink you like.
An orgasm, but that's not relevant to our conversation.
It started into a 2-minute conversation. There's people now. There's a line
There's
building
a
up.
line, exactly. And now I'm getting anxious because I'm like, bitch, you holding up these lines. Like, come on, it's a tiny
There's
spot.
She was like
drinks.
the lady who, when you go to the grocery store, pulls out a check.
Yes.
That's the vibe she's giving.
Yeah.
Exactly. And there's 6 fucking drinks. She was like, can you tell me about this one?
Oh my
And
God.
at that point,
Like, do you want a
Jules-
book report on
walked
each
away.
drink? What's happening?
Jules had enough. She was like, look, bitch, just put your finger on the map. Just tell me what this one. This one. She's like, ooh, that does sound good.
Hot toddy.
Hot toddy.
All of that for a hot toddy.
I still don't know what a hot toddy is.
You got to
It's
get
white
out more.
people. Yeah, it's white people shit. And so
too.
I ended up walking away because it was too much. These people were looking at her like they wanted to fucking take her out. And I was like, I'm not with her. Don't put me together.
Don't spit in my drink.
Yeah.
Watch
So
you.
I fucking walk away. And they have shit for sale there. And so BJ starts looking at, oh my God, look at this funny card. And then what do I look at immediately? The fucking wine rack. Because they were also selling wine.
Jules,
What
you
kind
think
of
they
a
got
place
cameras
is
in here?
this?
Yeah. It was
Where's the camera at?
There was a camera.
I
looked, I
find it
found
very suspicious, and I doubt they have a liquor license.
Well, I don't know, girl. Shit, that's not my
They have to
business.
pull out a secret menu to get you alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have a liquor license.
So and
Very on brand with Colfax.
yeah, Colfax is a fun spot. And so I start telling BJ and Pierre, I'm like, yo, you think it'll be kind of like, I don't know, ghetto if I buy a bottle of wine and just drink it down there so I don't got to keep getting up and getting down? Like, I'll just pour myself my wine.
Smart.
And then Pierre's like, of course not. Like, that's fucking smart. Like, yeah, do that shit.
I was like, hey, yeah, do it. And don't even ask for a glass either. Just
Yeah.
take the bottle.
And so I go and I'm like, let me get this bottle of wine. She's like, $16. And I was like, all right. So I buy the fucking bottle of wine.
That wasn't good wine.
But I already had my drink. She made me a mixed drink. And so I'm sipping on that shit. And I was mad at myself because I was like, bitch, I could have just bought 2 bottles of wine.
Yeah.
And then I would have made out like a bandit. But no, stupid me. I buy the mixed drink. So anyway.
So you bought a bottle of wine to share?
No, for me.
No. The lady was like, how many glasses? She's like, 1.
Yeah.
Just one glass.
Just
Did
glass.
she look at you like, whoa?
No, she said, she just fucking she gave me the 1 glass.
Gracias.
Yeah. So she was like, oh, mi gente. And so
You're like, drink it out of the bottle. You don't even need a glass.
So the hostess or whoever's hosting the
Rebecca?
comedy show, Rebecca, we end up meeting her. And she's like, how did you guys hear? Yeah, no, she's not the owner.
She was like the promoter.
Yeah,
she was
like
like,
the promoter.
Yeah, she was the headliner.
No, she was the host.
Okay.
The guy was the headliner. And so we meet her and she's like, how'd you guys hear about this? But she's asking us in Spanish.
And it's not Mexican Spanish.
No, it's Venezuelan Spanish, which means it's faster.
That's true. And more violent.
Yes. And so I was just like, word of mouth. Like, it was funny because she was talking to us in Spanish and we were answering her in English.
But she's bilingual.
I felt like I had to validate myself because she was like, hola, boletos. I was like, yeah, I got the tickets right here on my phone. Here's the QR code. She said, no, ahorita lo voy a buscar. And at this point, she starts scrolling through her phone and she was like, ¿Cómo te llamas? I was like, fuck. I gotta,
what's my name?
I gotta roll these fucking R's. I was like, Pierre? She like looks at me. She was like, Pierre? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, I didn't roll those R's like I thought I was going to.
He tried so hard. And
That's more of a French name.
Well, I know, but.
So I don't know if you would roll your R's in that.
But some people say with the, like, they hit the I really hard. They were Pierre? But, I mean, when you're Latino, you gotta hit them fucking R's.
Yes, you do.
Which I did not do.
But it was funny. And then I start getting anxious because Rebecca starts telling us that the show is starting. And so BJ's still waiting on her drink. The hot toddy takes a long fucking time.
Is she though, or is she talking about the history of the hot toddy?
Girl, I don't know. And so
baristas suck.
So I tell Pierre, I'm like, oh, hey, BJ's coming. Start walking down the stairs now. Mm-hmm. So he starts walking, and then we get to the guy who's seating everybody, right? Mm-hmm. And then he goes, how many in your party? And we're like, 3. And he says, well, there's only 2 spots. A mero frente or a mero atrás. So all the way in the front or all the way in the back. I said, bring me to the front, homie.
There's 3 of you. And there's 2 spots.
No, but yeah, either.
Oh, that one or that one. Okay,
yeah.
gotcha.
There's 2 to choose from.
That makes sense.
So I was like, bring me to the front, homie.
He's like, why are you yelling?
I was hyped because I've had 4 drinks at this point. It's been an hour.
If it's a Latina show, people are loud. That's what we fit in.
Yeah.
We don't fit in white spaces, but in our spaces, we loud because we have to be.
And then so Pierre's like, apparently we're going to the front. So we sit down and it's literally 7 feet from the mic where we're sitting.
You can smell her.
Yes. And so we sit down and then Pierre realizes that BJ's not behind us. And so I look at him and I tell him, oh yeah, by the way, I lied to you. BJ's still upstairs.
Yeah, we didn't tell BJ nothing that we were leaving, nothing.
We just left her. Fucking abandoned her.
You abandoned her?
She was talking too much, girl. Doing too much. For what?
She's a white girl. You have to usher her in. Pull out her chair.
She's tough.
She's all right. She's all right. So she finally makes it. She comes back like 10 minutes later, right? She makes it like 10 minutes later.
10 minutes.
It took that long to make the fucking hot toddy.
Because they had to Google it?
I don't know, girl. That's why I was like, my drink had 90% ice and like 10% juice in there, but it was fine because my wine wasn't chilled.
For $10 fucking dollars?
Yeah, it was fine because it
better
out
been
fine.
Sonic Ice.
And then so I have the bottle of wine next to me, sitting on the other seat. Because Pierre's sitting next to his Aryan Queen, and then I'm sitting like on the side, and there's an empty seat next to me. So I put my fucking wine bottle in my wallet.
They're like, look at these. They're double dating.
Yeah, we're double dating. Yeah. I was like, my date is the best. And so Pierre's like, can you just put that fucking wine bottle down? I was like, no. And he was just like, give me the wine bottle. Takes the wine bottle, puts it like down on the floor so that you can't see that I have.
Nobody else had a fucking bottle. Nobody else had a whole fucking bottle.
Why you gotta rain on her parade?
And
That's
she didn't. She was carrying it like a baby. You know, you see people hold their babies on their side.
Yes.
That's how fucking Julie had her shit.
For such a Christian, he does sound very judgy.
Yeah,
that's first and foremost. That is my job. Is to praise his name and to judge fucking females.
It's his job to judge, not yours.
Nope. Then why he put me on this earth?
You're flawed, just like everyone else. For the imaginary guy.
So he hides my wine, right? And then
why?
So BJ comes down and she sits down, and then she's like, "Whoa, this is like a tight spot." It was like somebody's basement. Yeah. It was like 30 people smashed into somebody's basement, so we were close together. It was a lot of people. That
means it's gonna get hot and people are gonna smell and you can.
Nah, it's cold as fuck outside.
It was cold outside, so it was fine in the basement because it's colder in the basement.
Yes.
Yeah. So the first comedian comes up, the host, Rebecca. She comes up with energy, like And I'm like, oh shit, I'm not there yet. Like I've only had 4 drinks in 1 hour.
But girl, you're up here. I'm just like right here.
I'm right below there. So I'm like, fuck, I gotta hype up. And I'm like clapping to myself. And I'm like, come on, girl, game day, let's go.
You're like rubbing your own shoulders.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, gotta get in.
Exactly, clapping and shit. And then she starts talking and she starts like saying, you know, that this is one of the only all Spanish shows in Denver. And that she's happy that we're all there. She starts asking where everybody's from. And there was
killing time.
There was people from everywhere. Like there was Colombians, there's fucking people from Peru, there's people from Venezuela, like all kinds. It wasn't just Mexicans. It was interesting, the dynamics. And I was just like, and she was talking about, she was like, you know, don't worry, if ICE comes,
I was going to say that.
She had to make a comment. She was like,
mind.
if ICE comes, there's a hole in the ceiling that we all got to get up. And I'm like, yo tengo papeles, bitch.
Right? Like, I ain't going nowhere.
And then so she's like, hey, who's white here? And so BJ is white as
we're right in the fucking front row.
She glows in the dark.
And so she goes, okay, if the migra comes, you must distract them because nothing's going to happen to you.
But like you 3 are going to have to like really push in the door and not let them through.
Like slide your ID through and distract them while we get through this hole in the ceiling.
Oh yeah.
And then the first guy comes up. So she announces that the first comedian. So he comes up and she's like, it's his first time performing. And I was like, oh fuck, this is gonna be
like
bad.
Her cousin or something.
And at this point, I become a fucking butler for Jules.
Oh yeah, he does.
Because Jules had already finished her original drink, and now it's time to dip into the wine.
Yeah.
Jules just grabs the fucking bottle and she's like, Pierre, here. I'm like, what? She's like, open it, you dumb motherfucker. And I'm like, people can hear you. Yeah. We're in
a basement.
We're in a basement. And so I grab the bottle and I just start laughing because I'm like, it's disrespectful. She's being very disrespectful and I'm still doing what she asked me to do. So I fucking opened the bottle and I'm just laughing because I'm like, I got a whole fucking bottle for you.
Yeah.
Pour that shit. It's nothing but fucking ice in your goddamn cup.
Does it fizz?
No.
It was a rosé bottle, and I just remember just like, "That's enough. Okay, I'll let you know when I want more."
Yeah.
And like a fucking bitch, I'm like, "Okay."
I'm surprised. I am really surprised that you got hurt about that because you guys are over 250 episodes.
No, it's like 163 with this.
Okay,
one.
I'm sorry, over 150 episodes, and I think we've all heard the stories that you were born to play her servant. You've been that since forever.
Yeah,
there has been plenty of stories told in here that you are her servant.
Well, usually Jules is better when BJ's around. Usually she won't punk me when BJ's around. She's like, all right, whatever, I'll let you say.
Because it's 2 of them against me, but fuck that. I needed my wine.
I know Julie's a fighter, so I think she can take both of you.
Probably. Yeah, because BJ can't fight. Pierre can probably
She call the cops, though.
I know.
Yes, she can. Those white women tears are more powerful than any punch.
So the guy goes up and he does his thing, and his jokes are like, he talks about Christmas jokes, like Santa getting drunk, and then Rudolph being liking cocaine. And this is when I realized I have to really focus to listen.
Yeah.
On the jokes because my Spanish is okay, right? But
like,
I have to
slow down. Can you turn on the closed caption?
Yeah, pretty much. I wanted subtitles. And so the guy, he's doing his jokes and he's talking faster. I don't remember where he was from, but his dialect was faster than Mexican Spanish. And so I was just like, all right, I got you. And my laughs are delayed because it's a little bit delayed.
Yeah, because the buffering.
Yeah. And so I'm like, oh, I got it. And so then he gets off stage. Did he say anything to us? No, right? He didn't comment anything at us? No.
And this is just me noticing human behavior. Certain comedians, you could tell who were comfortable. This dude would make no eye contact. This dude was looking at the ceiling the whole time. And I was like, look at me. I am here, motherfucker. Look at me. He made no eye contact. He just kept looking up the whole fucking time.
There are studies that say that public speaking is what people fear the most, more than death.
More than death? Mm-hmm. Bitch, not us. That's why we got podcasts.
That's anxiety.
Yeah.
Ha! And for those who said, why'd they give you a microphone? Don't be jealous because they gave me one. At least I have one. Where's yours?
And so the girl who comes up after him, she makes eye contact. And this chick was like, I got frontera face because where was she from?
She was from a little fucking pueblo.
Yeah, she was from a little town. She was just like, I don't remember. Was she Venezuelan too?
No, she's Puerto Rican.
Oh, yeah, she's Puerto Rican. She's Puerto Rican from New York.
New York.
And she called out Pierre and BJ. Do you remember what she said to you?
Kinda, because I was also like, I didn't realize she was talking to me because I gotta translate the shit. And I'm like, okay, so I'm a few seconds back.
BJ, what'd she say?
What she said? Do I laugh or do I cry? And so she first asked them, "Hey, are you guys together?" Because they're holding hands. And they're like, yeah. And they're like, how long? Oh, 6 years. Oh, okay. The couple
6 years and you're still holding hands.
The couple behind them, she's like, and what about you two? Are you two together? And they're like, yeah, 20 years. She's like, oh, look at the difference. There couldn't be more space between you two. Why are you both at the corner edges of each couch? Like, why is there so much space
year you get an inch away.
She was like, look at the difference between 6 years and 20 years. And she asked Pierre, where are you from? And instead of claiming Mexico, he's like, I'm from here. Yo soy de aquí.
Soy de aquí en español.
Yeah. And then she asked BJ, where are you from? She's like, oh, I'm from here too. She was like, why do you know Spanish? She was like, oh, because I lived in Ecuador. And then she's like, wasted papers. Pierre, you wasted papers. Like, you don't need papers. Somebody else could have had this white woman and got fucking papers out of this marriage.
2 people could have gotten papers from this. He could have gotten married to a Mexican or whoever, someone without papers, and she could have as well.
Toxic.
That is $30,000.
No.
Wasted.
People pay up to $15,000 plus pay your rent and utilities. So you guys missed out, just saying.
Yeah, we could have had 30 grand.
One of the funny things was because, BJ, obviously her Spanish is a little better than mine. And so when they bring up the question, oh, you know Spanish? She'll go, yeah, I live in Ecuador. And they're like, well, what were you doing in Ecuador? And she was like, oh, well, I was teaching. They're like, oh, well.
What did you teach?
She was like, oh, sexual education. And she was like, what do you mean sexual? She's like, oh, yeah, for young teens. I taught them sex. And
taught him sex?
But in Spanish, it's different.
The whole basement erupts. And she's like, I shouldn't ask you these questions. I don't know why I'm asking this white woman all these questions. I was dying.
Wow.
I was like, oh my God.
BJ turned bright red.
Yeah,
Very
like,
red.
never mind. I don't want to talk about it no more.
Damn.
And this is when a party foul gets committed. A girl spills her drink. Glass shattered everywhere. And I was just like, I'm so glad it wasn't me.
I was about to ask, like, was it really you?
No, it was another. Really? It was a white girl. Well, she was blonde, but
real blonde? That's yet to be known.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't ask.
And pull down your pants. You fucking liar.
No.
Too much. And so then all of my drinks start kicking in. All right. I've had 5 drinks in an hour and 15 minutes. Okay. And they're funny, but it's such a small space that I didn't want to get up in the middle of somebody's set and be rude because I couldn't just sneak out.
Can't you do the slide thing under the seat?
No, because I was 7 feet from the fucking
you're
comedian.
in the front row.
And then I got to walk down this little aisle. Everybody was going to see me. There was one entrance, one exit. There was no way.
A little big in the shoulders, so you got to go sideways.
Don't start with me.
Permiso. Excuse me.
But she also has big boobs and a big butt. Either way.
Anyway, so the intermission happens and the host is coming off the stage and the comedian's going up. And so I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna join party, you guys. So I get out and then the host is like, oh, apparently it's intermission because all you people got to get up. And
I was like, you're fucking walking away, so am I.
And so I go up and they have one bathroom for the
Hold on, before you get into the story,
what?
I got to take a bathroom break.
Oh, shit, okay, fine. We'll be right back, guys.
Hey.
Yeah.
And shame the devil.
Oh, shit.
Be truthful.
Diablo.
Be honest.
Diablo or nothing. Diablo or nothing. Anyway, we left them off on a fucking cliffhanger. So let's get straight to it. So we were intermission, right? Boom. Jules makes a break for it. She has to go pee. And then, so there's one bathroom for the whole establishment. All 30 people in this basement using the same toilets.
Unisex.
Oh unisex. So I have to be one of the first ones up and at it, right?
You gotta hustle to get to it.
Yeah. I was like, I'm not going to get stuck in a line. Like, it's not going to happen. So I go, bitch. So wouldn't you know it? The fucking door locked. So I'm like, all right. They should hurry up. I hear water trickling. And I'm like, all right, it should be fine.
It's the most terrifying sound when you're in the bathroom, though. When someone's grabbing the handle, I just see just
like, hurry up. I was jiggling it with some force.
Shit.
But was it one toilet or one bathroom with stalls?
No,
it was a toilet.
It was like a bathroom in a house. That's what it was like.
Oh,
one toilet, one door.
Febreze?
I'll tell you how I didn't end up using that bathroom. So I go and I'm waiting and I'm waiting and I'm waiting and I'm waiting. And then the girl that did the party foul comes up behind me and she goes, "Is somebody in there?" And I go, "Obviously." Yeah.
You're going to spill a drink on me. Back up.
Mean as fuck. Yeah, no, I just like hanging out right here.
Yeah.
I paid the money to come here, but I just want to stand right here.
Yeah, this spot right by the coats. Also, we had to put our coats. They didn't even have coat check. They just had a coat rack. And so I was getting nervous that somebody's going to steal my coat. And so I checked on my coat.
Which
my coat was
is
there.
such a thing.
It is. People steal
There's
coats.
a bunch of Latinos here. They're going to steal my coat.
It fits people. So anyway, and so we're waiting there, and then I'm just like, all right, it's getting to be where I'm getting anxious, and I start tapping my foot, right? Because the water's still trickling. I'm like, "Bitch, is that your pee or are you washing your hands?" So I knock on the door, and I'm like, "You don't gotta wash your hands, girl. We won't judge you. Don't worry. There's a line out here."
Yeah, I'll give you some hand sanitizer.
I didn't have hand sanitizer.
You lie. As soon as you get out, you're like, "Oh, it was in my other purse."
Psych, bitch. So, and then the girl in the bathroom isn't saying anything, just quiet as a fucking church mouse.
She better be deaf.
And so I'm just like, "Come on, girl, let's go." And then this guy appears out of nowhere. He goes, "There's another bathroom." I said, "What, bitch?" And then he goes, yeah. But he tells me in Spanish. So he's like, this way. And so I follow him.
What?
I'm like the fucking kid. Oh, free candy in this
Yes!
in this van? Yeah, I followed
Oh, you're
him.
taking me to a dark place in the back? Let's go.
Yeah, you got.
You work here, right?
Kittens. You got kittens that I can pet. Yes, sir. So he shows me around. We go all the way around to this fucking dark corner.
By yourself.
Yeah, by myself. Bitch, I could take him on. He was smaller than me. And so, and then I'm like, "Oh my God, thank you." And I go, guess what? Fucking door locked. And I was like, "Thank you for nothing. Thank you
He
for
was
nothing."
there to fondle you, not to actually
then
show you to the bathroom.
He goes, "It was a 50-50 shot." And I was just like, "Well, bitch, I lost." So finally, the guy that was in this restroom, he comes out pretty quick.
Oh, there was someone in there.
Yeah, there was somebody in there.
Okay.
Yeah. And so he comes out and I pee and then I go back downstairs. I wash my hands because there was nobody else waiting in that dark corner. It was the employee's bathroom, I think. I don't know. Yeah, I wash my hands. I didn't say with what. So so I go back down and then I think the show is still going on or I don't remember. But do you have to go to the bathroom?
Yeah, so as soon as, because I didn't want both of us to leave at the same time. So as soon as Jules comes out, I was like, I got to take a piss. And then when I stand up, I realize, I'm a little big in the shoulders too. So I stand up. As I stand up, the ceiling is like 2 inches from my head. And I was like, I look down the row and that row is tight as fuck. I was like, oh, fuck, I got to go sideways. And so I got to do like a skip and a hop to cut through.
Skip and a hop.
And luckily,
the aisle was little. The aisle was tight, yeah.
And so luckily, when I went up, nobody was in the bathroom because I had to fucking piss. I go in there, and once again, I don't like being disrespectful to females, but this female disrespected me first.
She disrespected all of us.
I go into that bathroom, and it wasn't shit, but that whole bathroom smelled like stinky fucking pussy.
Oh, God.
And I know what that smells like. So I know some fucking nasty girls when they go to the bathroom. That fucking bathroom was rank.
That answers my question about the Febreze.
And so, of course, I got to piss all over that seat. I was like, teach these bitches a lesson. Pissed all over that seat.
That's wrong.
And as I'm washing my hands, I got to look in the trash. Just something I do. I look in the trash. Not one paper towel was in there. I was like, people have been using this bathroom all the time, and not one hand towel was in that bitch.
No fucking paper towels were used.
That is disgusting.
Yeah.
That's where we were. Okay, we were on Colfax.
Did you see who came out of the bathroom?
No, nobody was in there.
It was empty. Yeah.
But I did piss all over that seat.
That's
That's
disgusting.
disgusting.
Teach y'all a lesson.
How does that teach us a lesson?
Teaches women a lesson.
That men can't.
We
fucking
hover.
No.
If it's not my bathroom, we hover.
Yeah. Anyway, I get back there and the host is Rebecca. She's talking about a project that her daughter recently did. And
She's talking about her kids.
yeah, she talked about her kid. And she brought the project. It was like a paper project. And it was like her daughter kept comparing her to chicken nuggets. So she goes, you're a really good chicken nugget maker. I love it when you make chicken nuggets. You smell like chicken nuggets. Like, it was a funny.
It was a good haiku.
Yeah. And everything was about chicken nuggets. She was like, my daughter, like, I sacrificed for her, and all this bitch can do is tell her school that I'm a good chicken nugget maker. Like, fuck that. She was angry.
Not
about
only
it.
that, there is a really famous horse online,
Uh-huh.
and his name is Chicken Nugget. It
Really?
is Chicken Elizabeth Nugget. So maybe she stinks and smells like a horse. So if anything, I would have taken a compliment.
That's disrespectful as a Latin woman. When someone says your cooking is so bad, I'd much rather eat chicken nuggets. That's what you make good.
That's right.
I don't know. I'm not gonna judge her cooking.
I do.
So then she puts on some music and she bends over, starts shaking her ass. It's part of the bit.
Like, oh, okay. I'm like all of a sudden.
No, it's part of the bit. And so she shakes her ass, and we're so close to the stage. Pierre, what do you do?
I was like, what if she was the one that went into the bathroom and blew it up? So I turned my face away and said, you ain't set me up. I look at the wall.
Remember, we were 7 feet away from the fucking microphone. So she bends over, shakes her ass, and Pierre's like, no, this is set up.
She's gonna slap me. She's gonna slap me.
No, I was like, BJ set this shit up. BJ gave her a couple of dollars saying, I want to see if this motherfucker will do it.
But then she calls out on you guys as well, remember?
Yeah.
So she starts asking, oh, are you guys a couple that have been together for 6 years? And then, what's the secret to a healthy relationship? She asked the couple behind
the 20-year-old,
the 20-year-old relationship, the people that had too much space between them. And so the guy immediately, without fucking like skipping a beat, role play is how we keep it spicy. Everybody
like with costumes or without?
And then she starts talking about fingering.
Like each other?
Because she was like, I know the secret.
Yeah, she was like, so fingering. Like the guy getting a finger in his butt. And then so she asked Pierre, have you ever had it?
And I told her confidently, I put the air in my chest. I was like, mira, yo soy un hombre del Señor. Yo no hago nada de eso. I fucking did the benedición. I was like, never in my life. She took offense to that.
And so then she took
offense to that? Why?
She told BJ that that she had homework.
She said I was homophobic.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, bud. I'm old school. You ain't sticking nothing in my ass. I got a tight ass. That's just locked up.
Yeah.
Not getting a finger in the ass is homophobic.
Yeah, but then I remember BJ was loving it. But she was like, oh, you got homework. Go ahead, me. I just want to see.
A little bit.
Do you have nails? Do you not have nails? Like, there's preparation that needs to happen. You can't just, willy-nilly just...
Someone's going to jail that night.
Yeah. And, do you remember the chick that said she had the frontera face? She was talking about hemorrhoids. Apparently, this bitch got hemorrhoids. And
so people are very odd.
Why are we telling people this information? That's like too much information.
I don't know, but she starts doing her lips all like pouty. She was like this. She was like, that's what they look like.
Oh, my God.
And so then she tells the story about how she went into a CVS and that she saw the price for hemorrhoid cream. And she said, nah, $30 for a tub of cream? Like, that's too much. I don't have that kind of money. I'm from fucking Puerto Rico. I don't got that kind of money. So she said that she saw that they had little finger condoms, right? And then she was like, you men, some of you men know what finger condoms are. You use those on the regular. And then, so she was like, so what did I do? I just dipped my finger into that tub and I'm walking around like this, CVS. She was like, and then I got to my car and just shoved it in. And it
she got sucked in.
Yeah, she did say that.
Oh my God.
I was like, what are we watching? Like, this is the level.
I looked at her finger too. I was like, the way she displayed it, I was like, I have 100% confidence that that's an actual story.
That's a real story.
That's a real story.
She said it got sucked in?
Yeah, because like once the cream hit
the hemorrhoid,
the hemorrhoid sucked it up. And it just like sucks her finger clean.
Yeah, there you go.
So did she get it out? Like what?
I don't know. Hemorrhoid is.
She didn't tell you that part of the story?
No, we didn't get into that.
There were no questions. We were like, we got enough information.
Yeah, I was like, what are we watching? And
your butt naturally does that, if you didn't know. That's
why
we're not getting into when people details. Play, they have to get surgery to get stuff taken out.
Oh my God. Anyway, so then the headliner comes on. And he comes on. I was like, hey, that's that motherfucker that showed me to the bathroom. I thought he was the help. I didn't know he was a fucking headliner. That's what I thought.
How racist.
Thank you.
I thought he worked there.
He couldn't have possibly have been, a man with a career.
So obviously that dude works here.
Well, if you saw his shirt.
Wow.
No, so he was wearing a shirt that said, it was rainbow colored and it said, Hail Satan 666.
Awesome.
And we were like, okay.
Yeah, we weren't so sure about him when he first came out.
Hey, that's the Satanic Temple.
But he won us over.
He did win us over with his jokes.
Were they
He had
religious
trauma
jokes?
No,
They're
he
all
had
trauma.
Oh.
And I was like, me too, homie, me too. So one of his jokes was like, when I was little, my mom used to hit me per syllable. And he was like, no me estés hablando para atrás. And then he was like, para atrás is 3 syllables, but I'll take the beating.
Oh, good. That's good.
I was like, God damn, because that's exactly how our parents.
Because you have to
us.
like brace yourself, and it takes a minute.
Yeah,
to just
you can't say you can't say the whole sentence. I gotta beat you. Yeah.
Right.
Pierre, what was another joke that he said that you liked?
One of the ones I really enjoyed was he also tried in the trauma with his sexual trauma. So he was bisexual, which, obviously.
What kind of show is this?
I know. So he would talk about, how his mom used to fucking beat him. Well, teach him lessons.
Yeah.
No.
How to raise him. Yeah.
And he said, and she would always say the same thing right before she hit me. This is going to hurt me more than it hurts you. Yeah. And he was like, that's such a fucking bullshit lie because I'm the one that's getting hurt. And he was like, but, it's funny how the world works because things come back around.
Full circle.
So
Did he beat her?
No. So this is where he started going to how he's a bisexual. And he was like, oh, yeah, I was with this couple one time and, we're kind of figuring things out. And then I get behind the dude and he's like, hey, take it easy. He was like, and then it came to me. I grabbed his hips as I mounted him. I said, Mira, this is going to hurt me more than it's going to hurt you. And I fucking died. Like, it took me a couple seconds to get the joke.
Yeah.
And then I was dying laughing. That shit was
That
hilarious.
was a good one.
He also talked about who makes better liars. So he was talking about
Mexicans.
If kids or parents.
Oh.
So kids, you're like, hey, who ate all of the cookies out of the cookie jar?
I need that cookie.
And the kids were like, not me. He was like, but parents are fucking liars too. Because you asked them.
They hide the cookies and they eat them at night.
Remember when you used to hit me when I was little? Every single parent, if you ask them, remember when you used to beat my ass? Every single parent, yo no te pegué. I didn't hit you. Never. Why are you making up these lies?
It resonated with everybody because everybody was like, we're all in agreement. Like, yeah, our parents said that shit.
And then it hits a little bit of a lull, and I think I had finished my bottle of wine at this point. Oh, and when Pierre was pouring me the wine, the other people across the way from us, they noticed it, and they're just like, damn, like she's smart. And I was like, yeah, motherfucker, yeah.
No, you went like this. Hey, bitch, why is my drink empty? So I had to get it in the middle of the set and fill it up again. I was like, oh, right there, good? Would you like more? She's like, more.
More. Yeah, what are you thinking?
I just want to point out, as, a person working in behavioral health, that you are enabling this behavior because when she does it, you actually do it. So why would she stop if you continue to do it?
It wasn't just me, okay? BJ enables her too. There was a part.
But you still do it.
There was a part where the comedian, the dude that was on set, he was like, oh, do we have any white people here?
Like, no, they're calling ICE.
My queen is literally raising her hand.
Yeah.
Jules, with her drink spilling, raise your hand, bitch. Loud as fuck.
We're in a basement.
Hey, Julie is everything you want her to be, but she is not loud.
Now you're enabling.
That's a lie.
And so the comedian goes, if anybody didn't already hear what she said, raise your hand, bitch, as she points to this white woman. I was cracking up.
Did they put a spotlight on her? That would have been worse.
No. And then...
Did she get mad?
No.
Oh, she laughed. She just turned red and laughed.
Yeah. And there's a little bit of a lull because I had ran out of my drink already.
Oh, no.
And so he was saying something, and just out of habit, I ended up yawning.
Oh, just like that.
Out loud?
Yes, bitch. Yes. I'm 7 feet.
He heard it.
He heard it, and he goes, oh, I'm sorry. He's in the middle of a set, stops what he's talking about, and he's like, oh, I'm sorry. Am I boring you? And I was like, no, homie. I don't want no smoke. I'm good. I swear to God. And I'm like, I just, when you stop drinking and then you get a little tired because you need more to drink. Well, that's what was happening. So I was like, hold up, let me put some more drink in. So I'm like, look, it was just because I'm old. I'll drink some more. I'll be funny, I swear. Don't.
It's past my bedtime. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And so I start chugging the rest of the wine because I'm nervous because I'm like, I don't need smoke, homie, because I'm going to talk about you and then we're going to get kicked out and then it's just going to be a thing.
Oh.
Like, I didn't want...
It might have made it funnier, though.
No.
And at that point, yawns are contagious. So I just saw Julie get chewed the fuck out. And I was like, oh, fuck, I feel a yawn coming on. I was like, tight up, bud.
Like,
And so...
You were going to make the whole fucking thing yawn.
I know. I'm sure that people did yawn.
I want to yawn right now, God damn it.
So just talking about it. So then the show ends.
That was real.
God damn.
That's how it feels.
Yes, it was.
That's how it
God,
feels.
you guys are terrible. So the show ends, and then we all have to stand up to exit and, come out of the basement.
One exit.
Yeah, we all got to go up the same stairs.
That's
the
a
same
fire hazard. Why?
And so then all the comedians are lined up, and I'm like, I just need to get my coat, homie. Like, I just need to make sure my
She's
coat
like,
is here.
there's Latinos here. Somebody stole my coat.
I'm like, that shit with the fur, that's mine. And so my coat was still there, don't worry. And so I'm putting on my coat, and then the comedians are hugging people because, we're Latin and people hug.
But
And so
post-COVID? That's not
So
cool.
they're hugging, and I'm like, I'm getting my arm in my coat, and it's just, and I'm like, hold up, homie. The Rebecca comes, and I was like, you did so good. Like, half my arm is...
Let me tell you something.
Don't start.
You did? These bathrooms are bullshit.
I did.
Like, I had to pee 20 times, and they sucked.
Yeah. And so then I'm like hugging the people, and I'm like, all right, let's go. And we start walking out, and it's cold as fuck.
Hold up, I got. Can I tell my experience?
Oh, yeah, you did have an experience. My bad.
So as I'm walking out too, I don't hug people. I just get fist bumps. But you're BJ, okay? I'm Rebecca. BJ comes up to Rebecca, and Rebecca goes, Mira, you are so brave. Thank you for tonight. Thank you. And BJ immediately was like, it's okay. Fucking loved it.
Eats it up. Thanks. I'm glad I could make this comedy show so much better.
Fucking loved it. And so we're leaving on a high note.
Yeah.
As we're walking out, the fucking cold hits us. Now you can tell your story.
Okay. So for those of you that don't know, I have really long hair. Okay?
That's really yours.
And
Yeah, that's
also
really mine.
up here.
Oh my God. So I had a bottle of wine and 3 drinks, okay, in like 2 hours.
4 drinks.
Well, it was 7 drinks total. It was 4 in the bottle and then 3 before. Oh no, and then the other, I had 8 drinks.
Count
eight
it.
drinks. You're right.
Thank you.
I had 8 drinks in 2 hours.
Tell the truth. Shame the devil.
So
Who is driving home?
Pierre.
Sober living.
Yeah, sober living. I had a DD. Hello.
Good.
So
Then what does it matter how much you drink?
So I go to zip up my coat, and I don't realize that my hair is in the way of the zipper. So have y'all seen that movie, Something About Mary?
Frankenbeans.
Frankenbeans. So my hair gets caught. All of these fucking hairs are sticking outside of the coat, and the zipper has eaten through all of my hair.
Did you have to cut it off?
No.
And at that point, we didn't realize how bad it was. So I was like, Jules, shut the fuck up, man. Let's go. It's cold.
And I'm stuck here, and I'm like, my hair is in my zipper. And he's like, what the fuck? He turns around. What did you say?
You done fucked up.
He was like, oh shit, that is
The
all
level
fucked
of
up.
support.
And
Awesome.
BJ's like, just zip it up more. And then zip it down fast.
Which made sense.
Yeah, it made sense. And so I'm like, all right. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm trying to fucking do it. I get halfway through. All you hear is my hair ripping. Yeah, crunchy. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm losing all my hair.
You're like, it's okay. It didn't hurt that, but let's just go.
Yeah. And so I looked at my coat this morning. There's a ton of hair in my fucking zipper.
It looks like pubes coming out.
It's all spiky. Like, oh my God.
But my queen, she saved the day. She got your hair out.
She did.
She did.
She helped me
Eventually.
out. Yeah, it was. I was a little tipsy.
So
And
you
at that point,
put it out, or did you put your coat on and then go with your hair stuck in your coat?
No. I got it all the way out. Yeah. If you go up and you go down fast, it releases it.
but you had to hold your hair.
I had to
Too
hold my
many
hair.
steps.
Yeah.
For a drunk
for
person,
8
that's
drinks,
too many
8 drinks,
steps.
yeah, that was a lot.
And it was at that point where I was like, I'm driving.
Yeah.
Let me get your coat. While you were distracted, I was like, give me your goddamn
Like,
keys.
this is a sober man's game.
Yeah.
You're not.
Yeah.
Come here.
So we get in the car, and apparently I start repeating the same story. That's how you know I've had too much to drink. I'll tell you the same story on repeat.
I'm less than
the
a foot
bathroom.
away. Less
Have you
than a foot
ever
away
heard
from.
of wet brain?
No,
It's called Wernicke syndrome.
I don't like all these words you're using.
It just means that your brain is so sedated that it kind of gives you this sort of dementia. So
We invited you back on here, and I don't know if this was a good choice.
I'm the controversial one, okay?
Oh
Apparent
my
to all
God.
of you, I'm the devil and I am wrong. So just, throwing out some information out there.
Oh my
I'm
God.
also a feminist if anyone wants to talk about it.
Gross. Hold on, wait. I gotta take a quick break.
Oh shit! Of course you do.
I gotta go pray.
We'll be right back, guys.
Gotta go pray.
I just gotta go pee.
All right. So, moral of the story is: don't have 8 drinks, and
Unless
try
you want
zipper-
to have fun.
Maybe
to
pull
zipper-
your hair up.
Yeah. Don't have long hair and try to zipper your shit up and have 8 drinks. It's a bad idea. So anyway, we came home. Everything was fine. Pierre drove. It was nice and healthy.
Are you gonna save the hair that
No.
was cut off?
No.
Kind of like rub it on your nose like those creepers. Be like, I remember that night so well.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I threw it in the trash already. But for those of you, I guess we'll try to. I don't remember any of the comedians' names, but shout out to all those Spanish comedians that we saw last night. Yeah. Let's move on to a request that we have for our listeners. So BJ and Pierre are going to be traveling here soon in March. They're going to be going to Puerto Rico. So
Puerto.
Puerto Rico.
Rico.
Okay.
Rico.
I don't know, girl.
The first one.
I say it fast. so
Which
If
confused
you say it faster, you can't hear how bad it is.
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah. So they're going to be traveling to Puerto Rico, and we want recommendations of where they should go, where should they stay, what. So if anybody has traveled or gone there or knows somebody that has gone there, you've lived there, let us know so that they, even if you have just safety travel tips.
Yes.
Share
Maybe
those with
good
us.
restaurants. Maybe they should stay away from certain neighborhoods because of the Aryan Queen. Is she gonna?
No, those are neighborhoods I
burn?
want. Those are the neighborhoods I want to go
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
Well, no, that's what I mean. You can't take her into like really shady places. They might steal her
Yeah.
for
Then what?
ransom.
My baby's a power lifter. She'd be like, "You skinny little Puerto Ricans ain't shit."
This is how you lift a man. Anyway, so we do have that request. So if any of you guys have information or whatever that you want to share, valuable
Search her
knowledge.
if you're gonna give her bad service. Make sure you search her. Jesus, because there was a white woman from New Jersey that went down to Puerto Rico. She got bad service, so she burnt down the restaurant.
Oh shit, lighter.
And she got to go home.
Yeah. Well, all right. Last thing that we're going to wrap up with that we've been kind of alluding to is Jess has a response for some comments on a reel that had over 1,000 comments from listeners. And so tell us what is on your mind, girl.
I didn't know I was so controversial. I didn't know burritos were that freaking serious. But I will honestly say, I am sorry that all of you showed your ass because the majority of people that didn't spell things correctly, 2, the amount of people that kept claiming that it was either an open taco or rolled up taco or a flauta. Flauta and tacos are with corn tortillas, not flour, so read a book. And for the lovely gentleman that said that I should be burned alive, I hope you heal.
I don't think he's gonna heal.
I don't think he's going to heal.
I
He's
hope
not
you
on his
heal.
healing journey.
Just know that this bitch got a microphone and you don't.
So if y'all want to see some comments,
Go through the comments. It's
Go through
pretty.
the comments.
They're pretty
so
funny.
It's so funny. The meaner, the better.
Yeah.
Except for, that guy who wanted to burn me. But good luck.
Yeah.
Good
We don't
luck.
know where we're at. We're in Denver, Colorado. With the rest of the Hispanics.
You don't know where we're at off of Federal. You don't know.
Yeah, we're on Colfax. Anyway, so if anybody else wants to participate, there's tons of comments there, lots of feedback.
It's so awesome.
So yeah, it's been a fun time.
So awesome. It's been a lot of fun. And I feel really bad for you guys. The misinformation that is out there in the world right now.
The fake news.
It's just all
We're
that
not
fake
going
news
there.
about burritos and tacos goes to show really how they want to divide us in this country. So please don't listen to that. Just know that Mexican food really brings us together. And also know that I will say from the deepest part of my heart and soul that you're wrong.
Somebody did say it was a funny thing.
You're
They
wrong.
said, what did they say? Wrong hill to die on alone or something like that.
I will
thought it was
die
funny.
on that hill.
Yeah. Well, you're going to be alone, girl. You're going to be alone.
That's fine.
Anyway.
Listen, when movements start, sometimes they start small. Back in the day, it was legal and okay to own people, but a small group of people stood up, and now it's illegal. So join me
No.
to
Two
the
different things.
correct side of history.
We can't co-sign that.
I'm not
Those opinion and views are not supported by the What Can Go Wrong
If you're going
podcast.
to make a death threat, make it funny.
I'm okay with that. I like
make
that.
it funny.
I co-sign that.
Yeah. Exactly.
I got thick skin. I'm good.
Well,
I got thick skin and a big ass, so
we do have, we'll wrap up the show with a fucking shout out. Jumex, look at the fucking layout we made for you. Look at this. The free marketing. Look at this. The deliciousness. You've seen us only drinking Jumex. Not only Jumex nectar. What is it?
Yes,
Strong.
hard
What is it? Hard nectar. But regular Jumex drinks. All right. Sponsor us. Jumex since 1961, motherfucker.
hello.
The words being slurred here today were brought to you by Jumex.
Yeah.
Hard liquor.
Hard nectar.
Jumex is a registered trademark to somebody. Please don't sue us.
Yeah, please don't sue us. We just want to be sponsored by Jumex. Come on, man. Look at all the money we be putting into your business for free. Anyway, thank you all so much for joining the podcast. Go fuck yourselves.
Stay blessed.
Bye.
Besitos. Burritos.
Eat it from the middle.